Hi Capricorn, thank you for joining me. I'm going to do a past, present and future read for you today. So it's a general read and it won't resonate for everyone, so please take the bits that fit and leave the rest, and cross watchers bear in mind that roles can be reversed. I'm going to start by drawing you a Moonology Oracle card. Let's take a look. You get don't let your past hold you back. So release any fear of past experiences repeating themselves, any negative energy from the past, let it go. Okay, so let's take a look. Ooh. We have the Eight of Wands as the overall energy for the reading. So this is, rapid movement forward. It could be suggesting travel. It's a really good energy. I often think with this, something's gaining momentum, getting moving, which is nice. I will go in and clarify, but we'll just have a brief overlook. Recent past, that just feels to be quite consumed with worry, anxiety, stress, hopelessness. You eventually, I think, got yourself into a place where you had to reevaluate your life and which direction you were moving in, what changes you needed to make. This in hermit mode that we've got here, we go within, seeking those answers, looking for that inner guidance. In the present energy, we have the Eight of Pentacles, the Justice card and the King of Swords. Now, I kind of feel like you might have gone from not particularly feeling like you had so much of a direction, or I don't want to say purpose, but for some reason that did pop into my head. I feel like now you have, and you're making plans, and there may be something about your work at the moment that feels quite balanced, but part of your approach to that, you need to be, I think, analytical and methodical. It's just very controlled. It's quite nice. In the near future, we have the King of Cups, the Ace of Cups and the Knight of Cups. I mean, wow, for love. For anybody who's looking for new love, this suggests a new beginning in love, or a new love with somebody different. I'm not going to speculate too much, but that looks and feels wonderful. So let's go in and clarify for you. So, Nine of Swords. This is can represent nighttime anxiety, not being able to sleep, nightmares. Oh, what have we got there? The Tower and the Ace of Wands. Oh, let me move through and build my picture, then I will talk to you about it. Okay. So, for the Nine of Swords, I get the Tower and the Ace of Wands. This feels a bit to me like, I don't want to say like, do I stay or do I go? But it feels as though we've experienced, so the Tower is a chaotic energy. Doesn't feel nice. It can be quite, because it's one of the major arcana cards, it can be a feeling that lasts for quite a while. So, maybe a situation you were dealing with that was difficult, it didn't feel stable, there was just something about it that was so wrong. And I think, you were trying to kind of manifest this new beginning, but then I don't know if there was still anxiety tied up to that, Sometimes we wonder, is it better the devil, am I jumping, from one bad situation to another, and it just feels like I've just got a lot of angst with this series of cards here. It's just worry. For the Five of Pentacles, I get the Seven of Pentacles, the King of Cups. I feel like you might have come to a place where you kind of had to just follow your heart with this. Sometimes our mind takes over, and, we can't rationalise our thoughts and our feelings, but I feel as though you were faced with something that you knew for you in your heart it felt like the right step to make. because I just think, like I say, really became to evaluate, what am I doing? Am I happy with what I'm getting back from what I'm putting into this situation? I would absolutely think not, because it just feels awful, really awful. For the Hermit, we get the Emperor, and the Nine of Wands has come out reversed. I kind of feel like that with this, you, in some way or another, you've come back fighting, really. Maybe you're a person who generally doesn't stand up for themselves or doesn't talk about how they're feeling to the people that can maybe do something about it. And I'm not saying that you've done this in any kind of aggressive way, it's almost standing up for yourself. Like I say, sometimes we don't have to say anything to anyone, we just have to walk away, we just have to make that change. And the relief that that can bring for us is wonderful. But I just feel as though you kind of got in the driving seat and thought, right, okay, I'm not happy now, what am I going to do about it? And maybe for too long you didn't have the courage to face that. What am I going to do about it? So I like that, Capricorn. So let's look at the Eight of Pentacles then in the present energy. This suggests hard work, mastering a skill. Ooh, you're winning. The Empress and the Sun. So yeah, what follows the Eight of Pentacles is a Nine of Pentacles, where we're kind of being rewarded for the work we've put in. But this speaks about, there's a lot here, like I say, about being meticulous. It's attention to detail. It's, we're putting our all into this so that we can get the very best out of it. And I would absolutely say, creating opportunities. I don't know, it just feels like it's a really, really nice energy. And the Sun is the happiest card in the deck. It just feels, well, if we look at the difference, she's just absolutely in despair and fed up, and this lady is free as a bird. So I like that. Let's look at the Justice card. Oh, Five of Swords. Oh, I'll have to take both then. King and Queen of Cups are out here. So for the Justice card, which, can stand for many different things, but for me it's the harmony and balance that this is bringing. Five of Swords, again, it's just like day and night. He looks, again, stressed, lost in thought, headaches possibly. This is the kind of stress I'm talking. It's not just in our mind, it's taking a physical toll on our well-being. And she, again, I just feel like this is where you're at now. And so you can just breathe. There's definitely a huge weight has been lifted just recently. And I say it's just bringing things into balance. So whatever you were dealing with before certainly was not balanced and it wasn't harmonised. This has just got a really lovely flowing energy about it now. Six of Pentacles. I feel that there is somebody or other people that are part of this transition with you. And this card represents that equal give and take, and I often like this for the minor arcana for the Justice, because it's about that balance. There's a really, really nice balance to things at the minute. Let me look at the King of Swords then. Often call him the man with the plan, but a very rational thinker. Now, I see you have a tendency sometimes to maybe not be very rational. Emotional perhaps, but okay, we've got the Hanged Man and the Hierophant. I feel like I've got a repeat here almost, and just a continuation that one day you woke up and realised, this isn't for me, I need a new direction. The Hanged Man often keeps himself suspended while he's, evaluating, or planning a different approach, something different. It's how do I move forward with this? And the Hierophant, definitely in this case for me, is about you following your heart, doing what feels right for you. And when the Hierophant shows up, this suggests, that whatever's going on at the moment is right for you. It's exactly where you should be and what you should be doing. This is divinely guided. Definitely when the Hierophant shows up. It just feels like there's a very different outlook to your future. So let's get into all this love in the future, near future. Let's look at the King of Cups. Oh, I've got the Ten of Cups, And the Nine of Pentacles, I told you. You keep doing what you love and it's going to pay off. Let me just go through again. Oh, that's a love here, Capricorn. Wow. The Star, naturally a fabulous card. Okay. So for the King of Cups, we have the Ten of Cups, the Nine of Pentacles. This is being happy in just love and life, really. Like I said, we spoke about the Nine of Pentacles before. She's just winning. This could suggest, you know, in your career, in your work, that you're successful, you know, that you're... There's something here about creating opportunities. So maybe you're a person who can look at things from that different angle. You know, we have the Hangman here, which talks very much about perspective. You know, just create something different. So maybe you're doing a role that is changeable somehow. I don't know. I feel like there might be a bit of a almost like there's going to be a gap in the market somewhere and you're going to plug it. It's weird. It's good, but I'm struggling to give you a true example of what I mean. But regardless, it looks fabulous. So for the Ace of Cups, for single Capricorns, I would absolutely say that the love you have been hoping for is just around the corner. Two of Cups and the Star. This is really getting everything that you've hoped for. When it comes to love, we've got that very strong love connection there. This can be suggesting a counterpart, you know, your soulmate, a soul connection. For those of you who are already coupled, there might be something new coming in. By that I mean, I don't know, marriage for some who aren't married, a renewal of vows maybe for others. There's just something more about celebrating this love. It's a very, very special connection. And for the Knight of Cups, we have the Eight of Swords and Judgment. Now that for me is, I'm not picking up romantic there. I think there's something coming in the future where you're going to have to be a source of support for somebody. And this person's going to feel quite stuck. Do you know when somebody maybe just breaks down and says, I just don't know what to do? It's going to be that kind of scenario. So this person's having quite a difficult time. They can't see the way out. They can't see the wood for the trees. And, you know, they're just overwhelmed. They're consumed in whatever it is that's going on for them. But I feel that you're going to be the one that's going to come in and support them through that. Funny, actually, it says that we started with don't let your past hold you back. And I feel this person needs to release something from the past. This person that you're going to come in and help. It definitely feels that way rather than somebody that's going to support you. And I think that that's going to be part of helping this person move forward. You know, we often speak to people, don't we, about not... When we talk about trauma responses and things like that, it's about reminding the brain, or, you know, realising that we're not in that same situation anymore, and we have likely more power and control over the outcome than we maybe had at that time. I think it kind of feels like you're going to have to work with this person in that kind of way to empower them and build their confidence back up. But yeah, that feels really nice. I'll just finish with the Eight of Wands. Lovely reading. Nine of Cups. The Hermit. And the Five of Pentacles. Now, there is an element here actually for you that you're carrying something from the past as well. So, and I think that's going to help you help this person, because I've got the Hermit and the Five of Pentacles here, which what we had in the recent past. We've got those two cards out already. And I don't know if this is a fear of the past repeating itself, but it is, whatever it is, there's a part of that that's still sitting with you. So it's showing up for a reason, and it's going to be having some kind of impact. So whether that's linked to, like I say, the worry that the past is going to repeat itself, or you know, wow, I'm feeling amazing right now, what if this turns bad? It's not. It's not going to turn bad. There's too many reassuring cards here for me that in the present energy and the future looks too good to tell you that I think you've got cause for concern, because I don't think you have. I think you've experienced the tower moment. This comes along when we have to shake things up. We're not on the right path when the tower shows up. You know, something's got to change, and you've made that change. So I would say now, just enjoy it. Definitely. So I'm going to leave that there for you. I hope you can take something from it, and thank you for joining me.